This year, we're going to be focused on a 5-day event.
This workshop, User Story Mapping for Minimal Viable Product, given by Kelly Howell, is meant for, it's a 2-hour workshop and is targeted for both UX designers, product designers, pretty much developers, or anyone really that's in the realm of writing requirements or having to write user stories. Essentially, writing user stories is very critical in the design and development process. It carries from the top and it carries throughout the bottom, and that communication of keeping the user in mind transcends through that process. This workshop, although it's 2 hours, it gets right to the point. It's very tactical, gets you what you need, leverage your backlog in a visual manner, and also seeing the benefits of actually mapping these user stories. I can tell you from personal experience that the mapping user stories are phenomenal, and it definitely will help your process. So definitely check her out and check this workshop out.
The next workshop I want to tell you about is something I'm really excited about, and it's all about what UX Dev is founded on. We're going to take data scientists and we're going to combine it with UX practice. And what we're going to do is we're going to make decisions based off of data. But you're going to start understanding how data works and what powers a lot of those design decisions that you make. So, for example, one of the sessions will be focused on the impacts of your layout. When you change the layout, how does it affect your data? You'll have a much deeper understanding of how that's going to work. Another area we'll be looking at is machine learning. Many people have heard of machine learning, but few of us have actually had the chance to use it. So we're going to give you a hands-on workshop where you'll actually be interacting with APIs and regression models. And this is going to give you hands-on interaction with existing machine learning practices. We'll take a look at those data and all of that information, and then we'll combine it in a final wrapping it up with a focus on ethics. So we'll talk about what it means to be ethical and what it means not to be ethical. Privacy issues, what data should you expose, what data should be protected, and how we should make that information freely available. So I think this is going to be a great series of workshops that's really going to strike a chord with whether you're in development or you are in UX. Overall, you should be able to come away with a clearer understanding of what decisions mean and how you qualify those decisions.
This workshop about adaptive leadership is again a half-day workshop, and it's going to talk about essentially the challenges that leaders go through, pivoting, when to pivot, how to motivate the team, and essentially he'll be showcasing a framework, a proven framework about navigating through these waters and understanding what it takes to be a leader and applying it to the development cycle or the product life cycle for yourself and for your team. This framework will help you identify those challenges and show you proper techniques and strategies and how to overcome them. And essentially you will leave with a blueprint that you can actually implement right away.
I want to talk to you guys about a workshop for aspiring developers or people who are looking into getting more serious with their development skills. And really, that is a fundamental course on our JavaScript. It's called Back to Basics JavaScript. What you're going to find as you're developing in JavaScript is that a lot of the frameworks that you use are made off a lot of presumptions. Those presumptions essentially are that you have an understanding of a lot of the fundamentals. So if I'm talking about Angular, I'm talking about TypeScript or CoffeeScript or Vue or React, there is a lot of assumptions and a lot of abstractions that are built on top of the fundamentals. So having a deeper understanding of those fundamentals really kind of positions you so that when things are not going the way you plan, or the things that don't quite make sense, you just kind of always have assumed those things to be in place. Well, that's where the fundamentals come into play. That's really where you help, clarify and transition the details behind what it is that you're doing. Even with long-standing frameworks like jQuery, who are doing DOM manipulations and all sorts of manipulations behind the scenes that you might not be so familiar with, it's really going to open you and expose you to what these things are built on. So what I'd like to recommend for any entry-level developer or people who are just interested in development in general, if you're a student or an aspiring student if you're getting into engineering, all of these types of things with all of these different type of backgrounds, or maybe you're a professional who has always made the assumptions and just assumed certain things are the way they are. If you would like a deeper understanding and maybe a refresher course on your fundamentals, I think this is going to be a really good workshop for you, because you're going to be able to truly understand why things are built the way they are. But one of the things that we've done this year differently is that we're allowing you to customize your experience based on what you want to do. So if you want to attend courses on specific days, you want to attend workshops, or maybe you just want to go to either a workshop or the conference, you now have the opportunity to do that and customize it based on what works best for you.
Come on down, have some fun, and learn. So we welcome everybody to be here and check us out.
For more information about the UX+DEV Summit, follow the conversation on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. That's it, I think, right? Do I need to say anything else? That you should leave in.